Ooh, look at all that shine on my face. Um, it's hot here, you guys. Oh my goodness, it's so hot. Anyway, if you guys have been keeping up with me at all, you know that I usually post videos on Wednesday, and today's not Wednesday, but since I've been on vacation the last 2 weeks, I figured, hey, why not? Figured you guys probably missed me, so I'm doing a video earlier in the week this time. So yeah, how have you guys been doing? It's been a while. It's been a minute since I've, sat down and chatted with you guys like I normally do every week. Yeah, hopefully everything's been going good. Everything's been good on this side. Just hanging on for dear life, as I normally am. And, yeah, so today, I'm addressing my video to the single ladies. All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies. Don't act like you don't know the song. You have to be living under a rock to not know that song. So anyway, yeah, that's what I'm going to be talking about today. It's called, I guess, I'm Tired of Being Single. That's what we're naming it right now, on the spot. Tilt up just a little bit. Yeah, I'm tired of being single. I'm ready to get married. Ooh, yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about today, you guys. So, guys, you can watch too if you want to. I don't care, videos for everyone, but it's just directed towards the ladies. And, yeah. So, I've been hearing this a lot, that, the single ladies, they want to get married. And, I'm cool with that, of course. I'm all for marriage. I love marriage. Marriage is wonderful. Okay, it is. Marriage is wonderful. I'm serious. It really is wonderful. But I think that people grossly underestimate how much work it is also. Because marriage is work. It's not just all fun and games and, sorry, the light shining off my eye just makes me feel like something on my eyelash, but I don't. Anyway, yes, so this is for the women who say that they're tired of being single and that they're ready to get married. Okay, first, one does not equal the other. Being tired of being single does not equal, hey, I'm ready to get married. Just let me let you know that off top. Ask yourself, why am I tired of being single? Why? Is it because your friends are married, or because everyone's having babies? Because everybody is having babies, but that's another story. Are you lonely? Is that what it is? Because if it's any of those reasons, then that doesn't mean you're ready to get married. Let's see. Why do you want to be married? It's a good question. Why do I want to be married? Like I said, if it's because, you're the last single one, or all your friends are married, or your sisters are married, or whatever, or brothers are married, for the men out there, don't compare yourself. It's not about that. Who cares what everyone else is doing? That doesn't mean that you're ready for that, or that that's right for you. Married life is hard. It is. Like, it's a joy. Don't get me wrong. It's a joy. It is. I love being married. But it's hard. It's some serious work. And I think everyone needs to recognize that that's what it is. It's work. Being a wife is hard. I think being a wife, and I'm biased because I'm a woman and, I don't get to see or experience the other side of things, but I feel that being a wife is harder than being a husband. And you let me know if you agree or disagree, but those are my feelings. That's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. Submitting. Have you heard this word? Submit. Submitting is hard. And if you haven't heard this word, then you are not ready to get married. I'll tell you that straight up. Submitting to your husband and respecting your husband, like, this is hard work, like, for real. It really is. Just want you to know, like, don't come into it thinking it's gonna be fun and games and it's gonna be all rosy and you know, hey, I got my companion for life and we're just gonna love each other and be happy all the time. No, that's not how it is. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my husband, but it's work. It's the most difficult work I've ever had to do in my life. I can say that with all honesty and mean that from my heart, that being married is the hardest thing, the most difficult thing that I have ever done in life. That includes school, college, being a child, working in the workforce, being a parent. Most difficult thing that I've ever had to do was being a good wife. And notice I say being a good wife, because if you want to be a crappy wife, that's easy. Anybody can be a crappy wife. But if you want to be a good wife, that takes some serious time and effort, and it's some real hard work. It really is. To be that Ephesians 5 wife, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go read it. To be that Ephesians 5 wife, that Proverbs 31 wife. Wow, seriously. To love the way that you're supposed to love, and respect your husband and submit to your husband. Like, okay, just briefly, Ephesians 5, like, submitting to your husband as unto the Lord. Like, do you know what that means? Do you understand the gravity of that statement? Like, read it and, like, really think about it and dwell on it and ask yourself, like, do I really want to, like, submit to another person like that? Just before you say you want to get married, I'm just giving you some food for thought. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Oh, being subject to your husband and everything. Being subject to your own husband and everything. Let me just, reiterate the own parts, because that is important. You're not subject to everybody else's husband and what they have going on. You don't have to submit to anybody else's husband. Tell you straight up. Some people have the misconception that I have to submit to your husband. I don't have to submit to your husband. I'm your husband. You submit to your husband. Get that straight. Yes, that's work. One person, yes. Loving with that, that 1 Corinthians 13 love, that agape love, that I love you no matter what love. Anyway, moving on. Having the attitude of a servant. A lot of women don't know what this means and just misconstrue what I'm saying. So let me just break it down. Having the attitude of a servant, no, that doesn't mean, hey, you get to walk all over me. That's not what I'm saying, ladies. That doesn't mean you get to cheat on me and beat me and all that stuff. Clear it up. Having the attitude of a servant, like I will do for you whatever I can do for you. Like, not what I want to do for you, but what I can do for you. Like, I don't want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and make my husband breakfast before he goes to work. I don't want to do that. But I will do that if that's what you want. If that's what you need to eat breakfast in the morning, if that's going to help you in some way, if you can't stop and get breakfast at McDonald's or whatever, then I will do that because I love you like that. That's what I'm saying. The attitude of a servant, putting his needs before your needs. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. I mean, husbands, wives, men and women alike don't understand that being married, period, means putting someone else's needs before your own needs. And sometimes even putting their wants before your own needs. Like, please understand the gravity of that, because it is very, very heavy. Like, seriously, it's heavy. Forsaking all others. Like, are you ready to forsake all others? Have you heard this term? Like, they say that to you when you're getting married. Like, forsaking all others. If you're not ready to forsake all others, then you don't need to be getting married. You don't even need to be thinking about getting married. If you think that if your husband doesn't live up to whatever standard you want him to, that you could just, cheat or call it quits, then you don't need to be getting married. Like, a lot of people fall in love with the idea of having a wedding And it's like, hey, do you like really love that person to the point where you want to forsake all others for life? For life, I'm talking about. And if you can say yes to that, then you don't need to be having a wedding, getting married. It's not all about the wedding. It's about what comes after the wedding, because that's when real life starts. That fairy tale night, that one night of wedding and honeymoon, you're talking about a lifetime commitment. And I think that's a big problem as far as, you know, people getting married when they're not ready to get married, because they don't see being married as permanent anymore. Like, being married should be thought of as a permanent thing. This is a life decision that I'm making. Not, oh, I'm going to marry this person. If it doesn't work out, then I'll just get a divorce, or I'll just cheat, or whatever. No. Being married, think of it as permanent. Do I want to spend the rest of my life with this person? If you can't answer yes to that, then don't get married. Don't even think about getting married. You're not ready to get married. I'll tell you right now, if you really love someone like that, you're willing to just go down to the courthouse and do it ghetto style. Because, you know, hey, I love you that much. I don't care about the wedding. I don't care who's there. I don't care who's not there. I just want to be with you. If you can't say that about the person that you are considering marrying, if you say, oh no, it's got to be like this, it's got to be like that, don't get married. Don't get married, because it's not going to last. I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you this also. My husband and I, we had this in common. We both said that we only want to be married once. That was one thing that I admired about him greatly, because for us to be so young and to have that same value in common, you know, that speaks a lot about his character, my character too, I guess. But, you know, have it in your mind that this is a one-time thing. You know, this is it. This is for life. Lifetime commitment. That's what you want to think of it as. Yeah, that's it, you guys. That's it. I just want you guys to really not be fooled by Hollywood or the media or whatever, your friends, your family. Don't be tricked into believing that that's what you want, when it may not be what you're ready for or what you need in your life right now. Because a lot of people think that, oh, they want to up and get married because that's what everybody else is doing. Okay, but you need to know that that's what's right for your life. And if you're not married yet, there's a reason that you're not married yet. Or if you're not married anymore and you want to get married again, there has to be a reason that you're not married now. Maybe there are some things in your life that God is working on you about. You know, maybe you're not married yet because there are some self-issues that you need to work out before you make it an us issue, if that makes sense. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today, you guys, and it's over and done. So have a good day, have a good week. Maybe you'll see me again later this week. I don't know. We'll see. Take care. Bye.